Hey guys, what's up? Awesome here. I'm bringing a sort of not happy video today. It's sort of a deep video, and I'm gonna confess a lot of things that I'm not proud of in this video. And I'm not at all prepared for this, so I may pause and ramble on and stuff. I need to start preparing for my videos and creating a script. But I sort of feel like it's a better quality video if it comes straight from the heart, and I didn't, write it out before. If it's coming straight from the horse's mouth, basically. But today we're going to talk about bullying, and we're going to talk about one instance in specific of my friend Nick. My friend Nick, he's an amazing guy. I love Nick. He's fucking awesome. He's been there with me through thick and thin. He's a young kid. He's younger, and he's around my age, however, but when I met him he was really young, and he has a lot of problems with his kidneys, and what sucks at a young age, he's had 2 kidney transplants, 2 double kidney transplants, and he's been in the hospital more times, and he's got the scars to prove it. But Nick was recently in the hospital again, and Nick was in the hospital because he broke his back. Now, it wasn't him specifically, and I don't know the full details to the story, but Nick sent me a text and sent me a picture of him laying in the hospital bed, and he said, hey, I'm in the hospital, let me know. So I asked him what happened, and some kids who were bullying him, who's been bullying him for a while, apparently kicked him in the back or drop kicked him in the back, did something to the point where it broke his back. He'll still be able to walk, but it was enough to put him in the hospital. It was enough to break his back. And nobody deserves this type of cruelty. Nobody deserves this type of, I guess they would say, punishment. Some people say it's punishment for being this way, and that's awful. But I wanted to talk about my bullying experiences, and when I was younger they seemed very small, but at that time they were huge to me, and a lot of it wasn't physical bullying, but a lot of it was mental and verbal abuse that I was getting from other people around my school, because I was different from everybody else. I listened to different music, I dressed differently, I looked differently. I'm really skinny now, but back then I was pretty chubby, and I was never proud of that I was chubby. I was always getting down on myself for being fat, and even now there's parts of myself that I dislike about myself, because I remember how I was back then, and I think that I haven't changed enough and that I need to change more. But I'm happy, but I'm also not happy with where I'm at right now. I'm happy that I lost all that weight and that I'm as skinny as I am, but there's some things that I wish that I could change, like making my stomach a little bit tighter. So there's stuff that I work towards, which is fantastic. It's amazing to have goals to work towards, to making yourself feel better about yourself without any cosmetics or anything like that. I feel like once you add makeup and stuff like that, that makes it a little bit too extensive, but that's just my opinion. But when I was younger, I got picked on a lot. I was always bullied, and I'm a very emotional person. But when I get sad, or whenever I'm being picked on, I don't cry because I'm sad. I don't cry because I'm being bullied. I cry because I'm angry. Anytime that I've been so angry more than I can ever imagine, I cry. I fucking bawl. And it sucks crying in front of people because of you're so mad, but I used to cry a lot, and I used to always try to get out of class saying my stomach would hurt, and in reality my stomach did hurt, and I think it was just I would force my stomach to hurt so that way I could get out of class. I remember having to go to the nurse's office and take pills often to get my stomach to calm down, because I don't know, I would make it hurt by doing something. I used to chug a bunch of water to try to throw it up and get out of school. It was really bad. But those experiences shaped me into who I am today. But there's some other ones that I'm not proud of that I'm going to talk about right now, and that's when I became the bully. And I am completely ashamed of myself that I have ever done verbal abuse to anybody, let alone physical abuse. I'm very ashamed of myself, and I hate to admit it, but there was this boy at my school, his name was Francisco, one of the nicest kids you'll ever meet. He was incredibly kind, and I was an asshole to him because he was an innocent kid that hasn't ever done anything wrong, and I was mean to him, and I bullied him, and I always made fun of him, and I made him cry multiple times, and thinking about it now, it makes me sick to my stomach that I'd ever do such a thing to such a kind person like that. And I'm completely ashamed. And even after all that, even after me being one of the worst people he's ever met, he was still my friend in the end. He still wanted to be my friend, and I wanted him as a friend because he was so kind. And I can't thank him enough. I haven't talked to him in a while because I was back in grade school and I've moved away, but you know, Francisco, if you ever watch this video, I want you to know that, you know, you're my influence to be a kinder person. You're the reason why I strive to be as nice as I can now. But I was a bully, and I am completely ashamed of what I did. And I hate that I did that, because I had no right ever to say somebody else was bad because they were different from me. And that's what brings hatred in this world. That's what brings war in this world, is just because somebody else is different. You know, with religion, whether it be countries, they're different, and therefore they're wrong. And that's disgusting, and I'm very ashamed of myself for doing that. But that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic whatever time of day it is, and I'll see you guys in the next video.